What up, people? I'm back. I decided to do a little Blu Ray update. I was just debating whether to do it today or tomorrow, it being 2014. But I decided to do it today, end of the year Blu Ray update. I tried to do this before, went over time, wouldn't let me update it or put it up. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to cut it into two parts. Movies I've seen and can talk about. Other movies I've seen, can't talk about or haven't watched yet. So this first half are going to be movies that I just watched and can't really explain them too much, or movies I haven't seen yet. So let me get this part done now. Done quick. Let me get it out of the way. Most of these I got on Black Friday. Most of them were cheap. Other ones I bought got on Christmas or through Amazon for cheap. First one here, it's a prequel to all the Alien movies, Prometheus. I popped it in. I didn't really pay attention to it, so I think I gotta watch it again, give it another chance. This one here, I got it, and when it first came out, I liked it a lot, but I honestly couldn't remember the whole plot line, so I don't want to say anything. I remember it was a good movie, though. I gotta watch it again. So, The Conjuring. This one reminds me of a modern day Fern Gully. Not as good as Fern Gully. Alright, it's up there, but it's not as good as Fern Gully, because that holds dear to my heart. But the storyline is pretty much like Fern Gully, and that's epic. The father, or the girl in this, she ends up going back with her father. The mother dies or something, and the only reason she went with the mom is because they think the father's loony bin or whatever, because he says, there's this whole little land of all these little people, and you go into the movie, she goes with the father, she goes into the woods and then sees something happen, and she gets turned into a little person and finds out that there is a whole world, that the father's right and everything. Like I said, it reminds me, the storyline is almost like Fern Gully, of how he gets turned into a small person and finds out that there's this whole land or whatever. Not as good as Fern Gully, but along the same gist of it. This one is an animated movie. I didn't find it. It's alright, but it's not up there with like the Monsters Inc. or Despicable Me or Up. The Croods, pretty much about family of cavemen, and they have to leave their home and everything. They run into another caveman. It's alright. The storyline is pretty good. It has a good story to it. It's just that I don't think it holds up to all these other ones. This one is a remake. I don't find it as good as the original one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Total Recall with Colin Farrell, Kate Beckinsale, and Jessica Biel. You can't. Me myself, there aren't many movies that hold up to the original, just because it's that original factor. Like when you see the first of a movie, nowadays they can put a whole bunch of graphics and everything to it. It just doesn't capture at least with me, it doesn't capture the way it does in the first time you see it. Like the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, it was very raw and everything. I like the originals more than stuff that they do now. This one I got off Amazon for cheap. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. John Carter. This one, I didn't really get through the whole movie. I like the soundtrack. That's got a lot going for it. It's not that it was a bad movie. It's just that I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I think I was in a hurry or whatever. I'll watch it again, but Rock of Ages. This one was $4 on Black Friday, and I honestly thought it was the remake, but it's the original. If anybody has anything to say about this movie, I didn't watch it yet. Red Dawn. This one I saw a preview for it a long time ago and never got around to get it. I found it on Amazon for like $4, I think. Beastly, with Vanessa Hudgens and Alex Pettyfer, whoever that is. This one I pretty much just upgraded. I found it for cheap on Amazon. Brand new, I think it was $3 with shipping and handling. Came to $7. I don't remember. I don't think I even watched this when I got it on DVD. I got it on Blu Ray just to upgrade it, but push. This one I popped in. Really didn't catch my fancy from the beginning. Conan the Barbarian. This one on Black Friday was $10. All 3 movies. I'm like, you know what? All 3 movies on Blu Ray. I gotta get it. The only problem is most of these. Actually, I only watched the first one, but the first one didn't have any. What do you want to call it? Extra features. That's one of the things I look for on most of my Blu-rays and DVDs when I get them, is extra features. I looking like behind the scenes kind of deal. These didn't have any, so I might just have to keep the DVDs because they do have the extras, and that's Lord of the Rings set, the 3 film collection. For $10, I really couldn't pass it up. I heard they're really good on Blu-ray, but like I said, these don't have any special features. So this one, I remember seeing previews for. It was $4 on Black Friday. Act of Valor. Haven't got around to watch it, as you can see. If anybody has any insight on it, let me know. These two. The first one was $4. I just upgraded it, and then the second one was $10. I heard really good things, and that's Taken and Taken 2. First one right here has the daughter gets kidnapped. The second one from the trailers, the wife gets kidnapped. Haven't got around to watch this one yet, so if anybody has anything, let me know. This one I watched on TV, and I found it a pretty funny and cute, I guess you want to call it, movie, and that's Mr. Popper's Penguins with Jim Carrey. This one I popped in the other day. In the beginning, I don't know if I just wasn't in the mood to watch movies this day or whatever, but the beginning didn't really catch my fancy at all, so I didn't watch the end of it. I think I gotta watch the whole thing just to get a whole grasp of this movie. But Limitless, if anybody has any comments, let me know. This one was slow. I heard bad things about it. Well, not bad things, but people had criticized it a little bit. Extremely loud and incredibly close. This one, old school movie. I never really got around to watch it. It was $4 on Black Friday, so I decided to get it and haven't watched it yet. And that's Raging Bull with Robert De Niro. And this last one, I put it in, and I didn't finish the whole thing. I don't know, like I said, maybe it was on one of those days that, what do you want to call it, that I just wasn't into watching a movie. I heard really good things. A lot of people said they like it. So, might have to give this one a second chance. And that's World War Z with Brad Pitt. Like I said before, the last time I tried to upload this thing, it didn't let me because it was too long. So this was the first part. These were the movies I really didn't watch, or can't really explain too much, or forgot about it. So I got those done. Stick with me. I got one more video. These are going to be the movies I can talk about a little bit and have watched. So that's the end of this one, and come back for number 2.